Kind of hot and hoppy. Welcome back to the Autonomous Party Aboriginal Genealogy. I'm your host, Opemiha. So this is going to be the second video for the Genealogy 101. And on the last video, if you remember, we actually covered Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. This week, we're going to be covering Maryland and Delaware. So again, with the last video, hopefully it was informative for you and you were able to find some of your ancestry. So it's just a tool to help out with your genealogy research. All right, again, just like with anything else, you still need to do your due diligence and get into your records, verify everything. Make sure the names that you're seeing correlate with the area that we're covering. All right, so what we're going to do today is, again, we're going to cover Maryland and Delaware. So I'm going to go ahead and get that queued up and we will be right back. All right, welcome back. So as you can see on the screen, we have the free African Americans or free people of color, because we know the African Americans word really wasn't being used in the 15, 16, 1700s. So, but we're covering the free African Americans or free people of color of Maryland and Delaware. Paul Henning is the person who put the information together. So, again, the video will probably be about 20 to 30 minutes long, so I'm not going to hold you here all day. So as you can see here, there's some acknowledgments when you get to this particular section. Again, the website is freeafricanamericans.com. So we're going to go ahead and get into the surnames for Maryland and Delaware. So let's go ahead and get started. And here we go. So the first surname is going to be Adams. Then we have Allen, Anderson, Annis, Anthony, Armwood, Atkins, and Atlow. So that'll take care of the A's. Now we're going to move into the B's. Next we have Banks, Banneker, Bantam, Bardley, Barrett, Barton, Bass, Bates, Bean, Beaven, Beckett, Beto, Bentley, Barry, Bishop, Black. Next is going to be Blake, Borman, Bond, Bone, Boone, Boston. Then we have Boswell, Bottler, Bowser, Brady, Brenning, Brown, Brian, Bryant, Buckwell, Bully, Burke, Burton, Butcher, and Butler. Okay, so that'll finish out the B's, and then we're going to move into the letter C. So we have the Caldwell, Cambridge, Kennedy, Cannon, Carney, Carr, Carroll, Carter, Cardy, Case, Chambers, Cherb, Clark, Clayton, Cole, Kolick, Collins, Combus, Connor, Consello, Cook, Cooper, Cornish, Cox, Crawley, Creek, Cromwell, Cunningham, and Curtis. All right, so that's going to end the letter C. We're going to go into the letter D. We got Davis, Dawson, Day, Dean, Delaney, Devon, Dobson, Dodson, Dogan or Dugan, Donaldson, Douglas, Dove, Downs, Driggers. Then we have Dublin and Duffy and Delaney, Dunlop, Durham, Dutton, and that'll end the D's, and we will be moving into the E's. So we have Easter, Easton, Elbert, Ellis, English, Ennis, Evans, and that'll end the E's, and we'll move into the F's. We have Farmer, Farthing, Fisher, Flamer, Flames, Fletcher, Ford, Fortune, Fountain, Fowler, Francisco, Friend, and Frost. All right, so that'll end the F's, and we'll move into the letter G. So we have the surname Game, Gannon, Gates, George, Gibbs, Grace, Graham. All right, next column we have Grant, Graves, Gray, Grayson, Green, Greenwood, Griffin, Grimes, Greenwich, and Guy. All right, so that'll end the G's, and we will move into the letter H. So we have Hall, Hamilton, Hanser, Hanson, Harding, Harmon, Harris, Harrison, Hawkins, Halls, Haycock, Heath, Hicks, Hill, Hilton, Hinton, Hodgkin, Hodgkin. All right, so there's a letter S in this Hodgkin as opposed to this one. All right, next we have Holland, Holly, Holmes, Holt, Hopkins, Horner, Howard, Howe, Hubert, Hughes, Hunter, and Henson. All right. Next is going to be the letter I, and it looks like there's just one surname there. So we have Impey. Next, we're going to go into the letter J. We got Jackson, Jacobs, Jeffries, Johnson, Jolly, and Jones. All right, so that'll end the letter J. We're going to the letter K. We got Kelly, Kersey, King, Knight, and that'll end the letter K, and we're going to go into the letter L. So we have LeCount or LeCompte. So either spelling, same family. Then we have the surname Lamb. Next is going to be Lantern or Lanthron. So either spelling, same family. Next we have Lauder, Lawrence, Lee, Lincolns, Let, Lewis, and Longo. Okay, so that'll end the letter L. We'll go into the letter M. So we have McDaniel, McDonald, Madden, McGee, Mahoney, Mallory, Marshall, Mason, Massey, Matthews, Mayhew, Meade, Miller, Minor, Mitchell. Next we have Moloch, Monk, Moore, Morris, Mortis, Mosley, Munger. Then we have Munt or Muntz, Murray, Myers, and that'll end the letter M, and we're going to letter N. We got Naylor, Nelson, Newman, Nichols, Norman, Norris, and Norwood. All right, that'll end the letter N, and we will go into the letter O. With the surname Oakey, Oliver, Osborne, Overton, and Owens. So that'll end the letter O. We'll go into the letter P. We had the surname Palmer, Parker, Parkinson, Parsons, Peck, Pennington, Penny, Perkins, Pearl, Phillips, Pickett, Plowman, Plummer, Paulson, Pratt, Press, Price, Pride, Proctor, Prout, Puckham. All right, that'll end the letter P, and we're going to go into the letter Q. We got Quander and Queen. All right, that'll end the letter Q. We will go into the letter R. First surname is going to be Ray, Reardon, Redding, Reed, Rhodes, Ridgeway, Risner or Reisner, Roach, Rhodes, Roberts, Robinson, Rogers, Rollins, Ross, Rounds, and Russell. Also Rustin, my bad. All right, so ending the letter R, we'll go to the letter S. We have Salmons, Sampson, Saunders, Savoy, Scott, Shaver, Shaw, Shepherd, Shorter, Cisco, Skinner, Smith, Smither, Smothers, Sockham, Sparksman, Spearman, Spencer, Stanley, Stevenson, Stewart. Then we have Street, Strickland, Summers. And then we have the surname Swan. Okay, so that'll end the letter S, and we're going to the letter T. We have Taylor, Thomas, Thompson, Tills, Tippett, Tony, Toogood, Trout, and Turner. All right, that'll end the letter T. Next is the surname Upton. All right, then we're going to go to the letter V. We got the surname Valentine and Verdon. All right, that'll end the letter V. We'll go to the letter W. So we had the surname Walker, Wallace, Wansey, Ward, Waters, Watson, Webster, Wedge, Welch, Wilkins, Wilkinson, Williams, Willis, Wilson, Wise, Wiseman, Wood, Woodland, Woodward, Wright. So that'll end the W's, and then we're going to finish off with the letter Y. We have Young and Younger. All right, so those are going to be the surnames for free people of color of Maryland and Delaware, like you see here at the top. And real quick here, I just wanted to go back down to the bottom here to the abbreviations information. So check this part of it out. And then we're going to click on to this here. So just like in the last video, as you guys can see, there were hyperlinks next to all the names. So this has the same way of doing this. So if I was to click on this one here, as you can see, it'll give me information on the farmer family, go through their family history. So I'm just going to show you this real quick. Go through their family history, then it'll move on to the next family and do the exact same thing. Okay, so on these as well, let's go back. If you look down here, there's going to be a sources page. So let's click on that, because we like to show the sources for the information that we're presenting, so we're not just up here talking and making up stuff. So here's Delaware, and then it's going to show you here as you scroll down through this, these different archives of the counties. There's going to be court records associated with this as well. So what I would actually do is some of this information, try to look up online to see if you can, grab anything. They have printed sources here. So that's Delaware. Now the next area we have is going to be Maryland. So you can see here, same setup. It tells you about the census records, where it grabbed, the court inventory, the different counties, as you can see here listed. I just saw it here. I thought there we go. So the chattel records, certificates of freedom is listed. Again, all the different counties. Let's see what we got down here at the bottom. So more counties. So, I mean, as you guys can see, there's a ton of information on here. So I would look through a lot of this, especially if you have ancestors coming out of Maryland and Delaware. A lot of this stuff, you get all these different books that people did work on for these counties. So yeah, I would definitely check that part of it out. So let's go back again. And as you can see here, with each one of these states, they have different things or information that they used as well. So you have your free African American taxables in Kent County, Delaware. So that's 1726 to 1800. We got one at 1767 to 1796. You have your other free census for Delaware. Same thing with Maryland. You have your county taxable records. You have some Indian census in here. All the county, all the different counties. You even have some, looks like it says Butler family data. So you can pull that up and see, what they're talking about for the Butler family. And they even have Pennsylvania listed here. So this is their 1790 Pennsylvania census for other free heads of household. All right, so a lot of great information on this website. Like I was saying in the last video, I have used a lot of this to kind of correlate with what I'm finding on my ancestry records. So again, jump on here and again, this is great information, lots of sources. So let me stop the screen share here. So yeah, again, this is the Autonomous Party genealogy 101 video. So this again is the second one. What I would recommend, if you are curious what the Autonomous Party is, we actually have a webpage, theautonomousparty.com. Go to the webpage, check out all the great things that we're doing. Again, a lot of my videos, a lot of you guys have seen some of this information on my own YouTube channel. So I'll be doing one of these videos each week. We're starting to see a lot of people getting into their genealogy, and I just want to make sure that, I'm not the end all be all when it comes to genealogy, but I do dig into it pretty deeply to find out the histories of, what's going on with people's families who were here, our indigenous sides, our European sides, even your African side, if you do have that in your ancestry. So keep digging in your ancestry. Again, I'm going to do my part to help everyone as much as I can. Again, this is Opemiha, the chairperson for the Autonomous Party genealogy department. And we will see everyone on the next video. Take care. Peace.
Kana hop nappy relatives and Biwa Pahushka Opemiha. Opemiha.
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
That's the hijack again. Kinda happy relatives. They had no idea their ancestors had been free.
Opemiha. 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 Opemiha.
They had no idea their ancestors had been free.
Opemiha. 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 Opemiha.
That's the hijack again.